Indians' diversity and natural beauty make it a country that top many bucket lists. Although Indians are amicable and hospitable people, it is always advisable to follow their local rules and their social customs to avoid being embarrassed or being offended by someone. Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are fine. So guys, in today's video I'm going to discuss with you the things that Indians find offensive, or the things you should not do in India. Or Indians, we travel, all countries they travel, or when you meet an Indian person, like your colleague as an Indian or your friend as an Indian, you should not do some certain things. To have a safe and delightful trip to India, you should not do some of these things. Okay, so we'll be right. So guys, the first one is do not wear shoes in a holy place, like their temples or home. In India, it is customary to remove your shoe whenever you're entering a holy place, like their temples. It is very, very important. It is very, very compulsory. Or for instance, when you are invited to a place, you must remove your shoe. Unless the person said do not bother, do not remove, then it is okay. It is also advisable in shops. If you're entering like shops, like there's one shop I was entering, I saw shoes on the doorsteps. So that signifies also that you should not enter inside. I also have to remove my shoe to enter into the shops. So it is a custom here. It is very, very compulsory when you're going into temples. Unlike my place, when we are going to church, we can wear our shoes inside the church sometimes. But here in India, when you're entering their temples, like what I said in my previous video, there are a lot of temples there, a lot of Indian temples, because Indians have a lot of temples. When you're entering their temples, it is very, very important to remove your shoes before you enter the temple, unless it's not signified there. So that's number one thing you should not do when you're in India, or you see Indians outside or in their temples outside. Do not wear tight or revealing clothes, guys. So Indian is a mix of modern and conservative minds. Indians are very conservative, and the clothing for women varies from religion to religion. Places like Goa, Delhi and Mumbai, you can wear whatever you want, but in local areas, the rural areas, the small cities, it is very advisable to dress moderately. Dressing moderately, not wearing exposing clothes or tight clothes. Guys, I've noticed one thing, that you can't see them, mostly they are men, you can't see them wearing shorts that are below their knees, or the ladies wearing things that are below their knees. I'm talking about the rural places. Their dresses varies. In Delhi, as I said, it's different. So for the locals, the rural areas, for you to wave off unwanted staring, because they stare at you when you're not doing the right thing. They will look at you like something that is bad, something is wrong with you. So to avoid such staring, and for you to blend very well with the locals, it is advisable, it is recommended for you to wear a moderate clothes. If you have to expose, make sure you use your scarf or straw to cover your body very appropriately. So that's the things. Another thing you should not do when you're in India, if you're a tourist person, or you're planning on visiting, or you have someone who is here already. So these are the things you should also let the person keep in mind, especially in the rural areas. It's to avoid being offended when someone approaches you, guys. So that's another point. So guys, the next one is do not point with your finger like this, or touch anything with your feet. Another ethical rules that is considered to be rude in India is pointing at someone, pointing like this, or touching something with your feet. If you must call attention to someone, it's either you use your whole hand, or you use a sign, you know what I mean, to touch, to call for attention. and because the feet is considered unclean. So especially the books or educational instruments, when you touch your feet with it, it's very, very disrespectful to the Indians. It's very, very disrespectful. One experience I had is that mistakenly my books fell down, and you will see them immediately taking the book and they are doing it like this as a sign of apology, maybe to the book or to themselves. So it is very, very rude and disrespectful in India to point someone with finger or to touch something with feet. Okay guys, the next one is do not give or take anything with your left hand. Left hand, the left hand in India is considered as unclean. It is considered as unclean because it's often associated with matters related to bathrooms or toilets and all that. So in India here, it is very, very considered as disrespectful or forbidden to take or receive anything with left hand, or to pass even an object with left hand. It's very, very bad, very, very rude to receive or give anything with the left hand. If you must do so, you must pass something, if you must give something, it is always right to do it with your right hand. So okay guys, the next one is do not be offended by their intrusive questions. You know, Indians they are an inquisitive people, and their culture is such a way that allow them to do anything but mind their business. You might see someone you just met for the first time, the person is asking you about your job, about your income, your family, your this, your that. You know, that's how what I encounter here mostly. But guys, don't forget to ask them the same question. It's just a way of breaking the ice. It's just a way of interacting with them, guys. So guys, you see someone asking them, how much do you earn in a year, in a month, or what the job do you do? Also ask them the same questions. It's just their way, their nature of minding their culture. It's just their way, or they will mind their business too. They also mind their business too, but they ask such questions very well. So don't be offended. Don't be offended when you encounter an Indian person and the person start asking you matters of your private life or this. So do not be offended about that. Guys, the next one is do not expect punctuality. Guys, do you know this IST? For the rest of the world, it's translated as Indian Standard Time. But here in India, Indian people, it translates as Indian stretchable time. I got Indian stretchable time. For instance, you might ask someone, where are you? The person will say, I'm on my way. I'm on my way might mean that I haven't left my home. Like I had an encounter with someone who is coming to fix something for me. I called the person up and said, where are you? He said, give me 20 minutes. 20 minutes has passed. I call again. He said, give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes has passed again. 30 minutes. Oh my God, I become so confused. So sometimes their 30 minutes means 1 hour, but their 1 hour means 2 or 3 hours. So do not expect punctuality from them. Sometimes, be it the party or anywhere, it's not fixed. It's flexible for them. Their time is flexible for them. So guys, that's another thing. That's another experience or encounter I also want to share with you. That even if it's a cab, I'm calling a cab, the cab will say, oh, give me 2 minutes, I will be there. 2 minutes they do me arel. 2 minutes they do me abi arel. That 2 minutes means give me 2 minutes, I'm coming. That 2 minutes that he said might be 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So do not expect punctuality from them. So guys, that's another thing you should not expect from the Indians too. The next one is do not show your affection in public. Guys, have you heard of PDA? That's public display of affection. Here in India, it is considered rude and unacceptable, totally unacceptable. Even holding of hands, or opposite sex holding of hands, totally unacceptable here. In Western country, it's okay. In my place, it's also okay. But here in India, it's a no. It can even land you up to 3 months in jail if you don't take your time. Or even the worst one is if they stare at you. I hate that staring. So guys, if we want to avoid that staring, of them better avoid this PDA, public display of affection, for unacceptable and a no thing, and rude also, embarrassing also to do here in India. So guys, that's another point I have. The next one is, do not think of beef in India. Do not think of beef, because cow is considered sacred in India here, and slaughtering of it is also illegal in some part of India. So guys, before mentioning the name beef, think again. It is advisable to think even the dish in a restaurant before ordering for it. Think again, check if the legality, if it's legal there where you are, or it is okay to eat it, is it okay to talk about it, because it is considered illegal here. So do not think about beef. That's another thing that Indians do not like or do not do. You should not do here in India. Guys, the next one is, do not always be polite. You know guys, the use of thank you, please is a good manner in the Western world. However, in India here, the use of thank you, please creates unnecessary formalities and surprisingly can be insulting. You know, you can say thank you please to people who render services to you, like the waiters, the shop attendants, or people you purchase something. But as for the close members in India, close friends and families, the use of thank you and please creates it, they view it as creating a distance in their relationship, or they view it as implementing a closure in their, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but they feel like the thank you and please for family member is not necessary. So they view it as you want to prevent the intimacy in the relationship. You want to create distance in the relationship. Like for instance, I give you example. If you are invited in a home in India here and they serve you food, you're invited, normal invitation, and after that, instead of saying thank you for having me and cooking for me, you can say, I'm glad you have me here, and I enjoy spending time with you. You know guys, instead of saying thank you for inviting me, you said I enjoy spending time with you. So here, giving on polite, don't be too polite in terms of, they don't be polite if it's close friends and families, because thank you and please is not always used here in India. This one is, do not strike up any political or religious conversation. Do not talk about or criticize any Indian politics or any particular religion or ethnic group in India. Although India is a democratic country with freedom of expressions, and many Indians are vocal about their views, you should avoid striking up matters, conversations that related to politics, religion, or any ethnic groups, because this topic can get easily heated. There are lots of topics to talk about. So when you're in India and you're in India, try to avoid as much as possible to avoid any political or religious matters, or when you're in midst of Indians also, you can avoid such things. So that's another point I discussed with you guys. Okay guys, lastly, don't judge the country, don't judge the whole country. It is important to keep in mind that India is a diverse country and each state is unique with its culture and cultural norms. What might be true here somewhere might not be the same in elsewhere, and the people have different behavior, different unique way of behaving, the way different people are here in India. So do not draw a blanket conclusion that everything is same based on limited experience. So guys, the experience I have shared with you, the ones I have seen, if you're also in other states, there might be other things you have experienced apart from what I just shared with you. That's it for today. Please share with me in the comment section any other things that Indians are considered to be very rude, and if you're another country, you can also share with me in the comment section if each or any of these things I mentioned is also a no for your country, you can tell me in the comment section. And if you have experienced any of these things, innocently doing it without knowing it's not done, it's not to be done in India, or it's very rude to them, so you can also tell me in the comment section. Okay guys, that's it for today. Please, if you're seeing this video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe in the subscription box below and turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always watching my video. I'm going to see you all in my next video, so stay tuned for my next video. Bye bye.